Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live stream Saturday. I hope you guys have had a great week and that your weekend has started well as well. So, just starting tonight's live stream, you might have noticed at the beginning that it's a little bit different, and some of you may think that that was totally intentional because it's a slightly different live stream. I think it's going to be a slightly different live stream with some of the messages and things that are happening, as it is my birthday tomorrow, and technically that particular day starts in 52 minutes time, but I just clicked on the wrong button, so the intro didn't go as normal, and then I just had to style it out before starting the That's Metal video. So hello to you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I am tonight, because of this setup being in a different room, I am now plugged directly into the internet. Last time we were relying on Wi-Fi with the router about 200 miles away, so that wasn't particularly successful. So we will see how we get on tonight. Fingers crossed it'll be a bit smoother, the connection will be fine. But then again, I feel like I am just tempting fate a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Now, one of the first things I'll do, I tell you what, I'll give you guys a shout out in the live chat room, because in there we have Laugh Out Loud, Can, and it's moving too quickly already. Jennifer, Corey, Angela, Billy, Sharky, Tammy, Bob, Ruth, and Angela, Diamond Girl has gone through as well. It's moving too quickly again. Dwayne's in there. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. I am going to get the names of my patrons up on screen, because this is something that I did earlier in order to try and copy them over from Patreon, at least the names, so they should appear at the bottom of the screen as they normally do in the live streams that I do on my computer. Now we are going through my laptop again, and so yeah, rather than literally carry everything from the other room into this room, we're going through the laptop, but I'm thinking it should be all right, fingers crossed. And it might be the case that things display a little bit more clearly than they do in the normal live streams, because I haven't really changed the settings on those for many years. But then when I imported the names into the software on this laptop, you can see how it's all really nicely spaced at the bottom of the screen. So there you go. But still, the names of the patrons will go through at the bottom here. So thank you guys for your support, and you know who you are. These are the people that make this live stream possible, but everything that I do on the channel possible as well. So thank you for that. The other thing that we need to get up on screen is the likes goal for tonight, which is at 375, and I believe that was the same as the target on Tuesday. But on Tuesday we had a fill jam anyway. One thing that I have just realized is that I didn't change the fill jam number, or did we even have it up there? Oh, we don't even have the fill jam bit up there, so I've got myself out of jail there. So we will have a fill jam at the end of the live stream if we hit the target of 375 likes. So if you can hit that thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. We are attempting to do a bit of screen capturing tonight as well, to just get the likes up on screen. And I can see that we're at 188 likes so far. So if you guys could give a thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be very much appreciated. I'm assuming you can hear me and see me and that everything is working. Fingers crossed that it is. So the final thing to get up on screen is the donations tab, because as I always say, you don't have to donate, just watching is great. And yeah, for those people that do just want to donate and they can't help themselves, even though I say you don't have to donate, some people can't help themselves. I think it's important that those people know between 45 and 60% goes to YouTube through the super chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link, which you can find in the description below. So now the other thing, as has happened before with the live stream, is that I'll have to get rid of the likeometer when we get into any donations that have happened in the super chat window, because they're in different windows now. So it means that we have to get rid of one to look at the other. But I know that there have been donations so far over on PayPal as well. So thank you guys for those. We have the cover video vote going at the bottom of the live chat room as it is now. And I can see that Don't Stop Believing has 53% of the vote. And I'm trying to remember what the other requested. It might have been More Than Words, which is the other requested cover video for tonight. So yeah, whichever one of those you want to see, make sure that you click on that on the bottom, or at least it's on the bottom of the live chat room on my screen. You can click on whichever one of those you want to hear. Obviously it's going to be my version of either of those two covers, right, or those two songs. It's a cover song. It's a cover video. Right, now let's move on to maybe getting rid of the likeometer just for the moment, because we'll jump into some activity that's been happening in the super chat window. So, first of all, it's Orlando who donated $2. So thank you for that, Orlando. And the message is, happy birthday, Philip. Keep rocking out. So yeah, thank you for the birthday wishes from everyone, but I think we might have a few in the donations tonight. Paul's donated $10 as well. Thank you for that, Paul. And the message is, Phil, wishing you a happy and blessed birthday. Peace, love, and rock. So thank you for that, Paul. And Timothy has donated $4.99. So thank you for that. And that is a straight up donation. And then TG Sunflower 79 has donated $20 and says, happy early birthday, Phil. So thank you for that. And then Vince has popped in there in the super chat window as well and has donated $5. So thank you for that, Vince. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. So thank you guys for all of those. Now I'm going to have to access the PayPal donations on my phone, just because, I mean, later on we might attempt to have a picture corner. Although I haven't set up the picture corner, it's something that I'm just going to have to try and do on the fly, and I'm going to have to use the likeometer screen capture for then trying to capture the screen where I have the pictures. It could be quite complicated, but we'll see how that goes later on, because there are some pictures that we will attempt to look at. But I will be looking at the PayPal donations on my phone, because I don't have enough space on the screen in front of me to get everything as I would normally have. But this should work. So first of all, Bryony donated £50, so thank you for that. And at least I can scroll down a little bit quicker on my phone than I can with the mouse. But anyway, the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Sorry I can't be with you for your birthday live stream. I'm singing in my hometown tonight. No auto-tune, exclamation mark in brackets. Thank you for your inspiration. So thank you for that, Bryony. And I hope that the singing goes well tonight. And let me get to the next one, which was Lara, who donated £17.83. So thank you for that. And I just scroll down to see if there's a message, and there is a message, and it says, happy birthday, Phil. Have a great one, Lara. So thank you for that, Lara. Connie's donated £19.83. And thank you for that. And I get that link. So thank you for that, Connie. And the message is, a birthday quiz. Were you A, born to wander, B, born to run, C, born to be wild, D, born to boogie, E, all of the above? Happy birthday and many more, Connie. So thank you for that. And I would probably have to say, out of all of those, I was born to run, but not born to run long distance. Probably more born to sprint, maybe, because I was very fast at running. It just reminded me of something that I saw. I don't know who it was messaged me about saying the time that I did the 100 meters in when I was in my kind of mid to late teens, where I've said before that my fastest time for 100 meters was 11 seconds, and that's like 11 dead, so 1/100th of a second away from doing it in 10 something. But maybe people got confused because somebody said that I did the 100 meters in 10 seconds. And that would be really, really fast. And maybe if you're not really into sprinting, you might not necessarily appreciate the difference between 10 seconds and 11 seconds. When you're looking at people running 100 meters and the person is quite far in the lead, or it looks like they're quite far in the lead, they're probably about 20 or 30 hundredths of a second in front of the person in second place. So that looks like a big gap when you're watching it on TV. So a second is a huge gap when you're talking about the difference between 10 and 11 seconds. And of course, 10 seconds, if any person is doing that in their mid to late teens, then they would probably be forced to do athletics, because that would be an Olympic standard speed, 10 seconds. So anyway, just to clear that up, we have my best time, which was 11 seconds and not 10 seconds. But that's why I would say that I was born to run, or at least my legs and the fast twitch muscle fibers were born to do that. So there we go. Thank you for that, Connie. And Nicole has donated £50, so thank you for that, Nicole. And the message is, hello Phil, I wish you a wonderful birthday, good health and good times. Take care, you're precious in this crazy world where we live in. Kiss and rock. So thank you for that. And Cindy has donated £75. So thank you for that, Cindy. Then the message is, happy birthday, Phil. I hope you are able to take the day tomorrow to relax and enjoy time with your family and take a break from work. Time passes quickly. So thank you for that. And I am going to be doing a video tomorrow night. So it's, already a done deal. So there will be a video here at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And I think it's one of those things that just, with the algorithm, if you miss anything, then you get punished for that. So it's something that I will be uploading tomorrow night. Right now, Billy's donated £100. Thank you for that, Billy. Now I know there can be mistakes that happen with the donations, so if there are any mistakes, then just let me know and we can organise that on PayPal. It is a lot easier to just reverse and refund whatever has been sent to me. It's not as easy in the super chat window, so if you donate through there, then YouTube take their cut immediately, which is 65%, and then I have to wait for a month in order to get whatever that is. So a little bit more complicated over there, but it's okay on PayPal. Now the message is, happy birthday to you, Phil. You've read a lot of messages like this tonight because so many of us are grateful for all that you do. I wish you a truly special day tomorrow and beyond. So thank you for that, Billy. And Sue has donated £50 as well. So thank you for that, Sue. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. So quite a simple message, but to the point. Thank you for that, Sue. And Tracy has donated £10 as well. So thank you for that, Tracy. And the message is, happy birthday. Thanks for being Phil. Thanks for being Phil. Did you have a full head of hair when you were a baby? Asking for a friend. I don't know because I can't remember. So I'd have to ask my parents. But then again, I think if there were pictures of me as a baby and I had hair like this or this amount of hair, it would look a bit weird. So no, I don't. I think I just had normal baby hair. The only difference with my hair is exactly the same as my sister's hair, is that we were blonde until, I don't know until which age, maybe 6 or 7 years of age, and then our hair started to get darker and darker and darker until, what you see now. So it just got forever darker. But I was blonde as a kid. So thank you for that, Tracy. And let me just organize this. Right, we do have another one, which is Lisa W, of course, has donated $25. So thank you for that, Lisa. I'm just going to scroll down, and the message is, happy birthday. So there was that. And is that it? Oh no, Debbie has donated £100. So thank you for that, Debbie. A very kind donation. As I've said, if people make a mistake, you can just let me know on PayPal or just email, and we'll be able to sort it out. But Debbie says, hi Phil, just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for all you do, and best of luck on all your new projects and adventures. You are super awesome. Love you, Debbie. So thank you for that. And Tammy has donated £100 as well. So thank you for that, Tammy. There's some very kind donations coming through. Like I always say, you don't have to donate. Just watching is great, but the donations are very much appreciated. But thank you for this, Tammy. And the message is, hi Phil, I hope this year brings you the best of everything because you're the best and you deserve it. Happy birthday, love and rock. So thank you for that. And I think, Karen's donated £6 and 10 pence. So thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Hope your special day rocks. If you were free from obligations, schedules, etc., and could have anything for your birthday, what would it be? Anything you want beyond the galaxy's limitations. Celebrate you. Cheers, Karen. So, thank you for that. I don't know. I think it would be just, if I could have anything, maybe it would just be first of all, for my arm to make a miracle recovery and be back to normal so it feels like my other arm. And just probably go and have a round of golf. Just be able to go out and hit a golf ball, and there'll be nobody else on the course. So that, there's kind of nobody getting in the way or playing particularly slowly in front. So that would be my wish, if I could wish anything for my birthday. So there you go. And I know it's not, if I could have anything, obviously, if I could have anything for my birthday, I'm seeing that as some kind of present, like, you can play golf, or you can do this or do that. But I think I've said that in a serious way, if I could have anything, then I would like to sort the world out, because it's in a bit of a mess. But that might take just longer than my birthday to sort that out. So we'll stick with the simple answer. Thank you for that, Karen. And Mitch Marie has donated £10 and 43 pence. So thank you for that. And the message is, hi Phil, what's your guitar setup going to be like for your upcoming performance with Taj? Happy birthday, and hope you have an awesome rocking day. So thank you for that. And I'm not sure yet. We've still got to organise it. I'm going to be playing, most likely, my probably the Performer Series Strat is what I'll play, because it's a bluesy kind of thing. So Strat is always a good idea. As for whether I'm going to be taking my amp or anything like that, I'm going to organise it with Taj, and we'll see what his kind of back line is, whether they've got anything spare, or whether I just take my 150 watt cab that I've got, which will be loud enough for what we're going to be doing. So we will see. But now, the reason that I'm looking over here is because I plugged in, or I thought I plugged in, my laptop into a bank, like a battery bank thing, because I don't have the plug for it. And I did recharge the laptop before we started, but I just noticed it looks like my laptop is, as well as using the battery to do everything here, it looks like it was charging the battery pack. So it's having exactly the opposite effect that I plugged it in to have. So we will see. Okay, we're at 59%, which hopefully is okay. Just approaching 28 minutes past 11 at the moment. So yeah, we're seemingly okay, but maybe charging the battery has now taken a little bit more battery out of the laptop. So absolutely typical. I was trying to achieve the exact opposite thing. So anyway, Bob has donated £43. So thank you for that, Bob. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. So thank you for that. And Joe has donated £20 as well. Thank you for that, Joe. And the message is, happy birthday, mate. Here's to another 319 backing tracks and Phil jams. So yeah, we definitely do get through them. So let me just skip this advert. Oh, this is the other thing, that we're not going to be able to have any audience noise kicking off, but I should have put on here, and I'm actually just going to check something, because every time that I look at the subscriber count, I always think it's wrong, because I think it's too many. But no, that is indeed correct. So we are now officially at 524,000 subscribers, and this is something that I couldn't show on the last live stream because I hadn't typed it in and done it yet. So there we go. that is that. Thank you guys for subscribing and hitting the thumbs up, leaving comments, all of that cool stuff. It's very much appreciated. So there we go. We'll keep on pushing forward and see where we end up, as I always say. Now, saying about pushing forward and seeing where we end up, we ended up on Justin Hawkins' channel, and I think that was just a little bit earlier on tonight, even though of course we recorded that a few days ago now. So yeah, if you want to head over to Justin Hawkins' channel and see myself and him talk about lots of different things, then you can do. And yeah, it's probably likely that we'll talk again in the future at some point, and that he'll be here on the channel with me. We will organize our schedules and get that sorted for sometime in the future. But I can see, Dawn says, when will part 2 of the Taj Farron interview be posted? That is a good question. Probably, I don't know, a couple of weeks' time. Rather than putting them back to back, I think it's better to spread it out so that we can raise the awareness of the shows, of Taj's shows in Europe, but also the one in the garage, like at the garage, the venue in London, in North London to be exact. So yeah, we'll leave it a little bit of time. So Cindy says, you are the man, the myth, the legend. That's maybe I should put that on my website, because that's what Justin Hawkins referred to me as in that particular interview. Yeah, it's great to hook up with Justin and talk about lots of different things. And I don't know how long we were talking for. It might have been maybe just under 2 hours, and we covered loads of stuff. So yeah, I think just to make any kind of interview video, I don't know, watchable or digestible, it means that you have to cut a lot of it out. So yeah, we spent about an hour and 40 minutes talking about lots of different topics. But then before that, it's like an hour and 40 talking, and then yeah, like I said in the last live stream, about 45 minutes of trying to sort the sound out, which thankfully we managed to do in the end, or should I say Justin managed to do it, because we were getting a bit of a delay going on. But right, now, where were we? We were, and let me just check if we were up to date with the donations, and we weren't. It was Dina who donated £14 and 24 pence. So thank you for that, Dina. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Here's something for you to use on your day. Keep on rocking. So thank you for that. And Angela has donated £32 and 4 pence. So thank you for that. And the message is, Phil, wishing you a very happy birthday. May all your hopes and dreams come true. So thank you for that. I suppose it would have to be like positive dreams, because sometimes you can have dreams that you certainly don't want to come true. So thank you for that, Angela. But I know exactly what you mean. Dawn's donated £5.70, so thank you for that, Dawn. The message is, happy birthday, Phil. Keep rocking. So, we were almost up to date. It's Howard who's donated $5, so thank you for that, Howard. And the message here is, have a happy birthday, Phil. Enjoy your day. And Karen has donated £100. So thank you for that, Karen. Again, any mistakes, just let me know at the end of the live stream. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Enjoy your day tomorrow. So I will, try my best. Now, I might at some point watch a little bit of the golf, because that's something that I've been trying to keep at least up to date with. What I did find was that the BBC in the UK used to have the rights in order to show some of the Masters and maybe have highlights at the end of each day, and that's something that I used to watch. So I was looking on the BBC and there wasn't anything, and then even on the on-demand BBC thing there wasn't anything. So it's now a Sky Sports thing, and the annoying thing about the Sky Sports thing, even though I can watch Sky Sports, their highlights show I can't seem to find anywhere, and I quite like to watch the highlights, like just seeing how everyone's getting on. But I was probably most interested in McIlroy, Rory, who won it last year, and there's loads of pressure on him last year, but then he won it and it's great. So I started just watching his round yesterday, and then the day before, when it started on Thursday, and he was doing quite well. And then yesterday he did quite well as well. But then I found on the official Masters website, you can watch anyone's round just shot by shot. And they cut down all the shots. So it means that you can watch somebody's whole round rather than watching it for 3.5 or 4 hours. You can watch their whole round, every single shot in, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes. So that's what I did yesterday. So I was watching Rory going through all of the holes, and he did very well indeed. I don't know how he's done today, and maybe don't tell me, because I might just do the same thing again, go to the Masters website and see if there's either highlights or maybe watching somebody's round. But he did seem to be doing very well yesterday. So fingers crossed that has continued today, and that I know that in the USA, the times are different. So it means that they're probably, I don't know, 6 hours or something, but behind the UK, which means that it's a lot later. So that's why, sometimes it can be difficult to try and kind of keep up with things. That's why highlights are always good. But tomorrow I will maybe try and watch a little bit, and get some live footage watching. So anyway, that was that. Thank you, Karen, for that, and all of the well wishes. Thank you, everyone. Laura has donated £50 as well, so thank you for that, Laura. And the message is, enjoy your special day. So thank you, Karen, again, who has donated £3.13. So thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. Thanks for doing these live from the lap streams. May your birthday dreams come true, and many, many more. All the best, Karen and Chipper. So thank you for that again. And Linda has donated £5, and I will get into the super chat window in a minute, just after I get through the donations on PayPal. So thank you guys for these, and thank you for those. I will jump in there in a second. But Linda Z says, hi Phil, Linda Z here. Even though live stream times are not good for me, I still follow you. Happy birthday and rock on. So thank you for that, Linda Z, who I addressed as Linda Z before I scrolled down to the message. Thank you for tuning in, even though it's not a convenient time. It's very much appreciated that all of you have tuned in tonight on this Saturday night. now we will jump into the super chat window to see what was going on in there. I think we got as far as Vince, did we? Because then Dawn, or Donatello1 donated $4.99. Thank you for that. And the message was retracted, whatever that was. But thank you for the donation. And then Ron has donated $5 as well. So thank you for that, Ron. And the message is, keep it up with the pear person doing some exercise. But some knee lifts at the same time as doing bicep curls. So thank you for that. Let me just scroll down here. It's Jennifer who's donated $7. So thank you for that. And I'm going to have to just adjust my screen a little bit so that I can actually read this message because it's disappeared. And now it's disappeared behind my laptop. The message is, Phil, in honor of your birthday and because Beverly Fine Art is back on the air tonight, have a super one. So thank you for that. You can see the likeometer. I'm moving this screen capture around to try and make sure that I can see the messages clearly. Right, Everett has donated $2. Thank you for that. And the message is, happy birthday, Phil. So thank you for that donation. And then Orlando's just donated $5. And Orlando says, oh, well, this isn't really birthday related, but which supplement do you prefer, creatine or L-glutamine? So now I've never taken L-glutamine, but I have taken creatine before. So what I generally do with training, with my resistance training, when I used to kind of lift heavier than I can at the moment, but I am still kind of exercising a little bit and doing some resistance training and gradually building it up. So yeah, and that's an update with my arm, my right arm. What I find is, I think just very particular movements, especially what would be like a golf swing and hitting a golf ball, would aggravate the ligaments and tendons in my arm. But for exercising, for example, if I kind of keep my arm straight like this, if you turn it like that, that's now engaging all of the kind of ligaments and tendons that I don't really want to engage too much. So if I keep my arm like this, then I can do bicep curls. I can even kind of move up with a little bit of a twist, so the twist happens at the top end of the rep. So yeah, I can do that. And I think I'm up to something like maybe 11.5 kilos per arm, because the left arm's just got to go at the same rate as the right arm, rather than, because my left arm's all right, rather than building up my left arm so it's really big and then my right arm is a lot smaller. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of probably a good indication that things are getting stronger, that in particular movements the ligaments and tendons are getting stronger, which is good, and it means at least I can exercise and feel like I'm doing something. But getting back to creatine, so what I would do is I tended to work out in 8-week blocks. So, and then you're supposed to have, the idea was that the program that I was doing, because I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to exercising, I would do the 8 weeks and then have what would have been or should probably be a week or 2 off, and then you start with another block of 8 weeks. So my 1 or 2 weeks off started to turn into 4 or 5 weeks off, but then but that just turned into maintenance really, and then I'd do another block of 8 weeks. So what would happen is, when I got to the point of plateauing, so, meaning that I'd hit a particular weight and I did a particular amount of reps and my body wasn't changing, like it would up to that point. So you've basically maxed out your genetic potential for putting on muscle mass, or as much as you can do reasonably, given your body type and your natural propensity for it. It means that once I reach that limit, then I would take creatine in order to then try to add a little bit more to where my plateau was. So I know that some people take creatine like all the time, but yeah, I like to kind of get to my full potential naturally first, because then I know, right, I'm at this particular point. If I want to, put on a little bit more muscle mass, and it's not significant at all. Like if you've ever trained to your genetic capabilities, and then you've hit that plateau, once you start taking creatine, it doesn't now suddenly make you, a lot bigger. It just, well, first of all, means you're going to retain water, so you might look a little bit bigger just in water retention, but that's not muscle, and that's not suddenly putting on pounds of muscle mass. So yeah, when you get to that point, when you then start taking creatine, you might get a little bit of an improvement, but I don't know whether it's something that you're going to see a significant difference with, or at least I didn't. So yeah, it's just something to keep training interesting, really. And yeah, for those people that don't know what I'm talking about, creatine is something that's naturally produced by the body, and it's not a banned substance or anything like that. It's something that, like I said, people sometimes take it all the time when they're training, because it might be something that they think helps them. And what I did find was that it helps and this is basically what it does, it helps muscles to recover more quickly, so that if you're doing exercise or resistance training where you've done your set of 6 or 10 reps. I used to do 6 reps when I was just trying to build maximum muscle, going for muscle mass, just lean muscle mass. So you do your 6 reps, and then you might have a minute off or a minute and a half off. I used to just rest until I felt like I was recovered, because that's something that I've read in lots of kind of papers, but also tips of building muscle, is that pushing your muscles to their maximum is always, generally is the best thing to do. And if you give yourself just a little bit more rest time, it means you'll be able to then do maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more reps than you would do if you kind of had 45 seconds or a minute rest. So yeah, when you jump into it, you've still got a lot of fatigue from the previous sets. So it means that the muscle isn't working as hard as it could do if you gave it a little bit more rest, and then maybe even matched what you did in that first set. So yeah, or if you have a really long rest, then you might be able to do more than you did, and then you realize you're being a bit lazy. So as for using creatine, that's the only one that I've used in the past, and I generally, I think I've used it maybe twice. So it's not something that when I'm exercising I get to a certain point and then always turn to creatine, because I think I'm generally quite happy with where I can get genetically, and I don't really feel the need to really push on beyond that. Maybe if I were competing in sports, then I would be forced to take creatine by the club, whatever it was, whoever I was competing for, even if it were a football club. But anyway, what I found was with creatine that the recovery time was just quicker. So I felt like I could, do the same amount again, maybe after a minute or a minute and 15 seconds, whereas usually without creatine it'd take a lot longer. And that's basically where the pushing the muscle a little bit harder comes in, so that you can do more reps sooner after your last set. So it means you are working the muscle a little bit harder. So there we have it. Thank you for that. I can't compare those two because I've only had one of them, because I don't really do too much in the supplement side of things, only protein powder, and I have actually unflavored protein powder, which I mix half and half with a flavored, whatever it is. Sometimes I have banana or strawberry, cinnamon, which is quite nice as well. The chocolate one's a bit rubbish, so I don't have chocolate. I've still got like a small bag of chocolate protein powder just because it wasn't a very good version of it. What other flavors have I had? The flavors are hit and miss, I would say, because you just got to try them. You've got to buy a bag and try it, and then you think, it's not really what I like. But yeah, I tend to go for the more fruity ones, so banana and strawberry. But I have half of that and then half of unflavored protein, so in my mind, and technically it is a healthier protein shake because it means you've only got half of the kind of flavorings in there, or the natural flavorings as they are. I think they use the natural flavorings rather than having lots of sugar in there, because of course if you're taking in lots of sugar in your protein shakes, you're going to start putting on weight if you're not burning those sugars off immediately. And for some people, and this is something that you might not believe, well, you probably would believe, that at university I used to take weight gain. I had a weight gain powder, which was basically that, just a powder that was full of sugar and just a really nice chocolate flavour, and full of carbs as well. So I would have those shakes maybe twice a day. So I was taking on an extra probably about 800 calories, and they're just trying to put on weight. I think the problem that I had at university is that I was exercising on a Monday, I was doing resistance training, Tuesday football training, Wednesday resistance training, Thursday football training, Friday resistance training, Saturday football match, Sunday football match. So I was doing a lot of exercise. So taking on all of these extra carbs and sugars, I wasn't putting on weight because I was just burning the amount of energy that I was taking in, which is what the equation is. It's a really simple equation. If you burn off more than you're taking in, then you're not going to put on weight. It's absolutely impossible. So right, we are almost at, we've got 11 minutes until it's officially my birthday. So 11 minutes to midnight, and we are quite close in the poll tonight for the cover video. It looks like Don't Stop Believing has 52% of the vote, so we will be bringing that to a close relatively soon. What I do want to do is check. Hopefully everything's gonna, I just left the guitar and the setup as it was last time, so I'm hoping that that's all gonna work. So the Mugabe is still plugged in, we will see. I want to try and see how long the backing track is that Joe has sent along, and it's 6 minutes and 18 seconds, so not too long, but we're going to need to leave a little bit of space at the end of the live stream. Right now, we've had another donation, and this is from Karen, who's donated $2, so thank you for that. And the message is, ever tried peanut butter powder for protein shakes? So thank you for that. And I know there are peanut butter flavour protein shakes. Did I used to have? I might have had one of those previously, but the one that I remember the most was called Cookies and Cream, and this is actually another weight gain thing that I was taking when I was in my 20s, because again, even in my 20s I was still kind of exercising quite a lot, but I had the weight gain and it was the protein all in one, and this was something horrendous, like maybe 600 calories per shake. So what I used to do is I used to go to the gym, and then in the car after the gym I would have my protein shake, and I had one of those shakers where you could put the powder in the bottom of the shaker and then pour it into the water, so it means that you could kind of take it with you without having to actually make it before you go to the gym, and then you can make it after the gym. So I did that and then shook that up in the car, and it's a ridiculous amount of calories. And the problem with that one is it was a bit sickly, and if you were making it with milk it would be even thicker. And sometimes you get protein shakes where you mix them up and you go to drink them, and I remember one that was exactly like this. You go to drink it and it hardly moves because it's so thick. So it's almost like you're biting bits of protein shake. So I mean, when you get into the whole world of weight gain and taking shakes that do that as well and just packed full of calories, they're not really milkshakes anymore. They're just like this viscous material. I was going to say fluid, but it's almost not even a fluid. So there's this particular flavour, but I kept on having it because I needed all of those calories. And as I said, kind of finding ones that tasted nice is very difficult. So I think that's always the struggle, trying to find something that you like the taste of when it comes to protein shakes, and even ones that might have creatine in there as well. Not that I have those, but when you find one that you like the banana one that I get, which is from My Protein, which is a store. I don't know if you have that store in other countries, but that's the store that we have here. You just order it online and then they deliver. So the banana one is called Natural Banana, and it does taste like a natural banana, like not the banana milkshake kind of fake taste that you get. There's like an imitation of a banana. So yeah, I like that. And then I get the natural strawberry. Actually, I've gotten the normal strawberry now because it tastes a bit better than the natural strawberry. So yeah, those two are quite good. And every now and again I have a cinnamon flavored one, which is quite good as well. So yeah, I tend to kind of mix those up, and that's it. And very occasionally I'll have just a random protein or something else that just happens to be a nice flavor from another manufacturer, but I generally just get everything with My Protein. And the thing about My Protein is they have so many flavors that it's always a bit of a gamble to think, oh, I'm going to try something totally new, because then if you don't like it, you've got a bag of protein that you don't really want to have. So anyway, one thing that I did use, I know that tonight's, I guess because I'm into kind of exercise and working out and personal training, as I have done in another life. But yeah, as it's my birthday, maybe I should be talking about all of this kind of stuff. With the protein bars, these are other things that you can get. And with protein bars, yeah, I do have a problem. I say I've got a problem with those. My body has a problem with those for whatever reason. I've tried loads of different protein bars, and yeah, my stomach just doesn't like it. I don't know why. It's I don't know what they must put in protein bars. There's got to be something in there that makes it taste like chocolate, or tries to make it taste like caramel, and the different flavors that you get. It just didn't work for me, and I tried. Because I thought, oh, it'd be really cool if I could just have a protein bar. And then it means that when I get up in the morning, I can have my protein shake, and I have a porridge. And then when I have a cup of tea, I can have a protein bar, meaning that I still get that protein hit, 3 or 4 hours after breakfast. But with, the protein bars, it just didn't work. So it didn't work for me. And like I said, I tried loads of different flavors and different manufacturers, and you go through My Protein as well, trying loads of different ones, but it's just got to be something fundamentally that doesn't that they put into those bars, and all kinds of bars that just don't work with me. So anyway, thank you, Gloria, who has donated $10. So and it says it's the pair person celebrating, saying #1 fan. So thank you for that. Now what I'm going to do is, because I want to make sure that I don't miss any donations out, just in case they do happen, I'm going to just do a quick refresh on my phone to see that Carmen has donated £17.80. So thank you for that. And the message is best wishes on your birthday. So thank you. And Suzanne has donated £5. Thank you for that, Suzanne. And the message is happy birthday, Phil. Enjoy your day, Suzanne. So thank you for that. So there we go. I think we're now up to date in the PayPal window. I might just, I shouldn't have done that. I was going to say I might just exit the folder and go back in, and then it went all wrong. So now we are going to be jumping into the cover video. We're going to be attempting to do Picture Corner. I might actually try and set that up while we're taking a look at tonight's cover video, which looks like it's going to be Don't Stop Believing with 54% of the vote. So yes, it is. Now, as to whether this actually works when I click on it, who knows? But hopefully this will be my version of Don't Stop Believing, which I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you after. Rock!
small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night.
And there we have it. That was my version of, the Journey classic, Don't Stop Believing. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Now, I'm going to attempt to do this. The picture corner, I might actually have to move my laptop a little bit. I'm going to attempt to do picture corner in no particular order. And if I'm going to, we need to get rid of the lycometer, which, has that now disappeared? Oh, by the way, we're looking for 14 more people to hit the thumbs up. If you could do that, that would be very much appreciated. Then we'll grab the Mugabe and have a jam and see what happens. So we are close. It's officially my birthday now, 2 minutes past midnight. So thank you for all of the birthday messages. And it is very much appreciated for the donations as well. You don't have to donate, but of course they are very much appreciated. Now, I'm going to get rid of the lycometer. Maybe by the time it comes back, we might be at the target for tonight's live stream, but the Phil Jam. What I'm going to do is now take that screen capture, put it over here. I don't know how this is going to display up on the screen. We're only going to know when we get there. So Now, as for the order of these, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get things organized, and maybe things just become really bright because I've gone to another screen. So anyway, we're going to start by jumping into Picture Corner. Hopefully this works, fingers crossed, who knows, but we'll jump in there, see what happens. Right, we should be in Picture Corner now, and I'm going to get the like commenter up on screen, and of course I know what's going to happen. It's going to it's going to show the picture in a tiny little box at the top right. So this is going to take some editing, ladies and gentlemen, to try and make this bigger. Right, let's put this over here. What happens if I drag the corner? Oh, now we're talking. There we go. Right, so this has been sent in by Nicole. So thank you for this, Nicole. And the message is, the time is near, the moment is coming to celebrate Phil's birthday. So yeah, thank you for that. Let me see if we can get to the next one, maybe. Here we go. Oh, these have been done in just a totally random order. So this was sent in by Totoro Porco and says, looks like Phil has made it all the way down under to New Zealand. So thank you for that, Totoro Porco. And again, we're in a bit of a random order here. So this was Karen who sent this one through and says, I created this birthday card on behalf of myself, all the wingers here, and Chipper, the official Wings of Pegasus mascot, wishing Phil a rocking birthday. So thank you for that. And I can't see a lot of this because it's a little bit small, but I can see something like, hope your special day rocks. Celebrate the special person that you are. May your birthday be joyful and your wishes come true. Much love, your friends, all the Wings of Pegasus supporters page, or on or at the Wings of Pegasus supporters page. Anyway, thank you for that, Karen, and everybody on the supporters page. Here we have, well, we all know who this is. It's Vince with his bass. Let me find the message for this. Vince says, representing Wings of Pegasus at a gig. I was walking down the street here in Iowa, wearing my Wings of Pegasus hoodie, and a couple of guys behind me said, I love listening to him. So thank you for that, Vince. And, oh, I know who this is. Well, I say that. It looks like a bit of an arty version of myself. And this is from Connie, and it says, a little photo fun. So this must be a photo filter type thing that is applied to what, a still of one of my videos. Anyway, thank you for that, Connie. And last but by no means least, we have the second picture. Like I said, this was in a totally random order. So the second picture from Totoro Porco, or maybe the first one. So yeah, thank you for sending this in, and I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I am on a camera by the look of it, even though I'm not in front of the camera. This is from the last live stream that we did in this room. So yeah, thank you everyone for sending those along, and for the birthday wishes. That is Picture Corner for tonight. And I'm going to have to get rid of that, and I get rid of this, and it is going to be me back on screen. So yeah, thank you everyone for sending those pictures in, and if you do want to send yourself, modeling any Wings of Pegasus merchandise, anything like that, then you can do. It's the Wings of Pegasus supporters group page that you want to find on Facebook. Now, all right, we're gonna have to jump into the Phil Jam maybe. Let's have a look at what's happening. We're looking for one more person, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, let me now adjust this lycometer thing and move it across, because now it's it should be in the middle of the screen. I don't know why no, I'm not going to do this. I can see what it looks like on screen, and it's the size of the picture, but now it just says likes. Oh, 178. So we did make it. Or maybe I should do this now to save myself time on the next live stream, so that when it appears on screen, Where is it? Oh, why can't I see the likeometer thing? Oh, there it is. It's in the wrong place. I have to drag it up a little bit. Let's go like that. Will have to do. So we have hit the target, but Orlando donated over on PayPal, £7. So thank you for that. And the message is, last bodybuilding question. After an intense, heavy workout, what was your post-workout snack and then meal? Mine were 2 bananas and then ground beef, or a round eye steak with pasta, or a baked potato. So generally, yeah, like straight after a workout, I would have a protein shake, of course. Like to begin with, if I was trying to gain weight. Oh, hang on. What is happening on my screen? Okay, it's still okay. It looked like we'd lost the connection, but let me just check this. No, it is indeed an excellent connection. So I don't know why that looked a bit weird for a second. Anyway, back to this question. So yeah, if I was trying to gain weight, I'd have that all-in-one shake with protein and weight gain. But later on in my career, I would have just protein with water, because then straight after workout you want it to get delivered to your muscles as quickly as possible. So water gets delivered quicker than if you're having it with milk, for example. So and then afterwards, I think generally I just have like eggs, maybe just eggs on toast. So I get a little bit of carbs there, but then the protein from eggs, and then I'd have a protein shake before bed, which would be with milk. So you get that kind of slow release. Then I'd wake up and have a protein shake again with then porridge and fruit. So yeah, I think the protein shakes, I'll probably have like 2 or 3 a day to keep up the protein intake, because it's that's kind of the hardest thing to do. I think is kind of preparing meals and doing that. I think if you're working out seriously, then yeah, if it's really your focus, then you can do that. But if you're really busy all day doing lots of other things, then you have to just kind of do the best that you can. So I've never really been into steak for eating that. Generally, I'd have chicken. Yeah, I'd probably alternate between, well, yeah, obviously like eggs, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, fried eggs, and sometimes if I was being really serious, just egg whites, but yeah, just that and chicken, and yeah, maybe not so much steak, maybe, well, if we're talking about steak and then beef, we're splitting hairs, but it's not something that I would have too regularly. Probably chicken was my go-to source of lean protein. And fish, unfortunately, I mean, I would go to fish as well, but it's something that doesn't, again, agree with me. So yeah, I don't have that, even though I do like fish. So Orlando, donated £7. That another one. Until the US Food and Drug Administration changed regulations regarding proper labeling of ingredients, supplement companies loaded their products like protein bars and protein powders with sugar. So yeah, I can definitely attest to that. The amount of sugars that were in my weight gain back in the day were ridiculous. Glenda's donated £10. Thank you for that, Glenda. And the message is, happy birthday. May your year be filled with love, laughter, and abundance. Cheers. Right, now we are just going to get rid of the likeometer. So we're going to jump back into the super chat window, which there should be stuff in the super chat window, but now it's all disappeared. So I'm going to refresh the screen to see if it actually kind of loads everything back up again. I think we're now up to date there, and that's now loaded there. We're back here, and right, let me just did we mention David donated $5 and says happy birthday and many blessings, so thank you for that. And then Tech Valley Jeff donated $5 as well and says happy birthday from one of your many devoted Facebook fans. We call ourselves wingers. Sorry, I'm late. So thank you for that, Jeff. Right, now we are going to be jumping into tonight's Phil Jam, because we have hit the likes goal for tonight. So let's grab this and try to remember what I have to do. The backing track should be somewhere. Okay, I think it's down here. Right, yes it is. Now, this is going to be intense 80s rock ballad backing track, D minor from YT Jam Tracks, and that's YT in capital letters for YouTube. So, as for the setup here, I'm listening to this through a laptop and I'm hearing my guitar hopefully coming out of the laptop as well. So not exactly sure how this is going to go. I'll mute that. Let me know if you guys can hear it. As for the levels, we're just going to have to deal with it. And yeah, let's get the smaller version of... Oh no, I pressed the wrong thing. I pressed the wrong thing. Oh, there he is, the red dude. Oh, oh, hang on. Oh, okay, so the camera's a little bit maybe too zoomed out, or the camera's not pointed down enough, but hopefully, yeah, you can see this. I'll have to hold the guitar in a bit of a weird way. So I don't want to try to adjust the camera because it will fall off the screen that it's on and it'll be an absolute disaster. So let me press play and see if I can actually hear what's going on. I press play. A bit synthy. See, I've naturally gone down here. On the Mugabe, the volume is up here. A bit inaccessible for kind of jamming, but can you hear this? I can definitely hear my guitar. As for hearing the backing track, it's kind of maybe at half the level, but we'll work our way through it and see what happens. I was waiting for ages for it to go back to this bit. I kind of missed it a couple of times. We're just going to have to work with this. This is the only toe that I've got, so we'll skip that advert as well. Is that the bass doing that? Oh, that was the end. I'm trying to stop it before any adverts come in. There we go. And we ended unresolved. So there we go. And I just left it there. I could have gone and ended there, but I decided not to because I was just feeling particularly awkward. There we go. That was tonight's Phil Jam. Unfortunately, the mix on my end for that particular one was not very good at all, and it sounded like the backing track got louder when it got heavier, so it means I kind of lost my guitar in there somewhere. So yeah, but that was Intense 80s Rock Ballad backing track D minor from YT Jam Tracks. So you guys can check that out if you want to independently. That's where it is on YouTube. And thank you for Kevin says laugh out loud, end on the root. So yeah, that was talking about ending on not the root, so like being unresolved, not resolving. So I don't know, did I I don't, well, maybe I did. Maybe I said that I ended on the root, which would be an absolute contradiction as to what I actually did. So there we go. So the run that I did when I gave that example, where were we? There. That's D. That's the key that we were in. So if I were to end on the root and resolve it, then we would have done what I demonstrated. But I didn't, which was the point, which was unresolved. So staying, you know, on the second there, getting into your natural minor scale. Staying there, not resolving, will always give it that weird kind of feeling that you haven't quite finished the particular run or line that you were playing. So, right, now let's get back to it, because we are going to be calling things to a close tonight. Thank you guys for all of the donations, and Orlando donated again $2 and says it's now officially your birthday. Enjoy it. So thank you for that. And Angela donated $20 and said have a birthday cookie on me. So thank you for that. And where has everything gone? Right, we are still okay. And I think we're up to date with everything. Let me just do a quick look at my phone. If anything does come through a little bit late on my phone, then I will address it at the beginning of the next live stream, of course. And the next live stream will be on Tuesday, as always. And we'll probably keep this set up as it is. And hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully we haven't had any buffering going on, and it's all been relatively smooth and reliable, because I'm plugged directly into the router now rather than having relying on Wi-Fi. So all that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. I will be releasing a video tomorrow night, as always, 8 p.m. BST, British Summertime, even though I say GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, all the time. So yeah, there will be another video coming your way tomorrow night, so look out for that. Live stream Tuesday night as well. And thank you guys for all of the birthday wishes and the donations. They are very much appreciated, even though you don't have to donate. But yes, thanks a lot. And I will see you at the video tomorrow night, and hopefully see you on Tuesday night for the live stream if you can make it, because that's where I will be. So I will see you guys then. Have a great rest of your weekend. Rock!